They're doing business on the road in an interconference NBA game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Now, here is Young. High post, Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. You've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here is Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Good on the shot.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
And here's Young from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
That's a 2 from Paul. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The Hawks trailed by 5. Young from deep three-point range. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Now Paul. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Off target from the wing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Wide open. Count that one. Young's got 5 points so far.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
They get it again. Vassell outside. And the wide open shot from Paul gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Johnson the screen. And here is Capella. It's stolen by Wembanyama. To the inside. The shot by Paul, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Knocks down the three ball.
And with Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Ball outside. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
A nice shot by Young.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Pass to Vassell. Lets the three fly. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 8.
21. The Hawks. 13.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
San Antonio leading by 8. Here's Branham. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Pass to Bogdanovich. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
The Hawks trail by 3. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Capella. Pass to Johnson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Sohan. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Sohan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
It's stolen by Wembanyama.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Young looking around. Johnson the screen. The Hawks again can't hit.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Count it. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Sohan with the screen. Hall. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Paul missing. The Hawks trailed by 12. Johnson, a wide open look. And nothing is falling for him right now. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. Hunter for three. Kept alive by Atlanta. To the middle. In the corner, it's Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just two to shoot. On its way from Young for two. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. And here's Johnson outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Young outside for the three. San Antonio with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Pass to Rizichet. Here's Gay. Back to Matthews. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Atlanta shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Collins, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Jones. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Daniels. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. And here's Johnson outside. Gay with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 18 to the paint. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can tell Rizichet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Second team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly
Timeout.
it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that one.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Vassell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 10 points.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
Sohan inside. Vassell wide open. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And he nails the third.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Jones. That shot off the mark. The Hawks trail by 15. Outside, Bogdanovich. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got 14 points for the game. Down low, here's Johnson. Off target at the rim. Here's Young, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Time. And so it's San Antonio with a
The Hawks 40.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Hawks trailed by 14. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Capella, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Wembanyama. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Johnson. Defended by Sohan. Here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, no luck. And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Vassell. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And it's 6 points for Devin Vassell. To the inside. Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Well, you got to love how aggressive he is, consistently looking to get past his defender and finish at the rim.
Back to Young. To the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Sohan missing. The Hawks trail by 16. Johnson outside. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Young outside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Vassell outside. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 17. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Spurs leading by 17. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Jones. Shoots. The Spurs rebound. Launches it. No good that time. One-on-one fast break. Hunter on the wing. Screen by Capella. Young from outside. Vassell grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
The three from Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Vassell left side. Rebounded by the Hawks. For three, Hunter. Wembanyama with the rebound. They double team Wembanyama. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
So it's Atlanta now. And here's Young to end the drought. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Jones, no luck. And here's Young from the arc, offline. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute.
Just dominance. 18 points, 17 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 8 for 12. Just dominant, bro. Just outplayed the entire team. Just dominant, bro. Out-rebounded the entire team. Outscored the entire team. Like, Jesus Christ. Just dominant. God damn, he individually had a better game than the entire team. There you go. One person got one more steal, got more assists. God damn, Wemby. That's the key to this game, though, bro. Just go to the paint. 36 points in the paint out of 69, bro. Go to the paint, bro. Just go to the paint. That's it.